Hi, this is Randy Rosetta with NOLA.com and the Times-Picayune with an LSU basketball vlog. Tigers took care of business against McNeese State tonight, winning 83-72 at the PMAC. It was kind of a herky-jerky game. Some of the similar problems to what LSU's had reared their head a little bit. They gave up a 15-point lead in the first half, went to halftime, actually tied 39-39, went through another drought at the end of a half, which is something that the Tigers are going to have to figure out how to solve. They can't keep letting that happen. It cost them wins against Old Dominion and Clemson earlier this week at the Paradise Jam. It didn't cost them a win tonight because LSU came out in the second half and really found its rhythm. And a couple of guys were the keys, I thought. Brian Bridgewater came off the bench, and for the first time in his still early six-game LSU career, really looked like he belonged. He played 22 minutes, scored 16 points, had 5 rebounds. 8 of those points came on second-chance opportunities. That was big just in itself, but the fact that Jordan Mickey didn't play tonight made that even bigger. That gives LSU another big man off the bench, along with John Odo, along with Albert Robinson, guys who Johnny Jones can mix and match to put between Jarrell Martin and Jordan Mickey, heading into this real tough December stretch that starts Tuesday night against UMass. The other guy that played a key role has been a little bit up and down since the first 2 games, and that's point guard Josh Gray. He said earlier this week that he's having some growing pains kind of figuring out how to play a role kind of as more of a distributing point guard rather than scoring. You could still see that in the first half, not in the second half. He came out, he had 6 assists, played a great floor game, got LSU going up and down the floor. There was one stretch where the Tigers sort of took control. They scored 13 straight points, and he was in the middle of it. He was getting the ball to guys where they needed to score. He and Tim Quarterman has really become a really good combination in the backcourt for LSU. Tim Quarterman has some point guard capability. It's almost like a two-headed monster. When those two are clicking, LSU seems to click. And that was definitely the key in the second half Saturday. LSU shot 65.5% in the second half. That's pretty uncommon no matter who you're playing against, and that was a big key. 11 of those 19 made field goals, had assists, 6 from Gray, obviously, but that's good team basketball, and that's what LSU's going to have to do. I thought it was an important game to win this way without Jordan Mickey playing a minute. He missed with what was called a leg injury. Bridgewater was a big part of that. Gray was a big part, and Jarrell Martin is amazing. He scores a career-high 26 points in the most quiet manner imaginable, adds 10 rebounds. The guy has 4 double-doubles in 6 games now. So this was another key kind of bounce-back win after losing 2 of 3 games in the Virgin Islands. And now the Tigers heading to a stretch. I mentioned they play UMass here at home on Tuesday. Minutemen are 5-2. They've got wins against Boston College and Florida State this season. It's going to be a tough challenge at home. And then next Thursday, LSU goes on the road to West Virginia against now a ranked Mountaineers team that really seems to be hitting its stride early in the season. So a big week coming up for LSU. The Tigers head into it with a win, 83-72 over McNeese State at the PMAC. This is Randy Rosetta, and this has been a NOLA.com Times-Picayune LSU basketball vlog.